in G Wagon Mongwane. So Andile Mpisane decided to go and surprise the wife Tamia with a G Wagon. Now, people are not entirely happy about this whole thing. They're actually surprised that he actually went to buy the G Wagon for her. And when we talk about Andile Mpisane, one thing about him, if he really wants to flaunt his love for you, he'll go for a car. That's a thing that that's the only thing that he knows how to badger with. We've seen him with Sitelo, the way that he went on, flaunting those cars and stuff like that. And this wife of his, when they were actually getting married, he received a car, if you still remember. Now, she's receiving a car again right now. Now, people are actually not happy with this one entirely, because now they're saying that now in November, players allegedly were not paid, but he's got money to buy a G Wagon. How is that possible for players not to be getting paid, but he knows how to buy a G Wagon for the wife? And other people are like, you know what, let's just stop it right there. Andile is not the one who did this whole thing. The mother did it, because now when we're speaking about her, we know that she'll go extra mile for Andile. So now, where does Andile really work, where he can actually afford the G Wagon like that from his own pocket, unless there's some moolah that is coming from the mother herself? So it's like actually the mother allegedly is the one who bought this car. So now let's stop this whole thing of saying Andile bought this car and stuff like that. If we want to go for someone, let's just go for the mother, because now, it's her team. She didn't pay the players allegedly. Now the wife is getting the car. Obviously it's not Andile's money, it's her. Now, thinking about isn't he the chairman of the club or stuff like that, getting salary and stuff like that? Maybe he did buy the car himself with the money from being a chairperson and stuff like that. Oh my God, I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, maybe he's actually the one that is taking the money out of his pocket. But now, when we're speaking about him, what I'm thinking about this Tamia lady is that does she really have a say in this marriage or in this relationship that he's in? Because now when we see someone with power like Andile Mpisane and his family, most of the time you are just there to listen and to do as you're told. As we know, Stella has said, previously, that the things that were happening in that household and stuff like that. Now, my worry in this whole thing is not that, but is she actually taking care enough for the future? Is the car under her name, or is the car under the husband's name, or the company, or mother-in-law? Those are prawns. When it comes to something like a car. If something happens in this relationship, is she secured? Is she fine? We know about Andile Mpisane and the relationships. If this marriage fails, will she be shown a door to walk out, or she will just be part of co-parenting and stuff like that? Good. There are many things that are giving creeps in this whole thing of this marriage. I'm no longer trusting Andile Mpisane anymore, when it comes to him and the welfare of the marriage and stuff like that, because now I believe that he actually showed some flames when it comes to Stella, the things that I didn't think that he would be capable of. I've seen him being capable of. So now for Tamia, yes, I'm happy that she's in a marriage, but now what I'm thinking about is the future itself, does she even have a voice in that house? That's the thing that I'm thinking about, when we're talking about this whole thing. Now, speaking about this part of the players not being paid, but we've seen them playing with money the way that they're playing with it. Because now we'll call it playing, because I don't think that Tamia did really need a car. I think that it was just basically a want and not a need. But now, as I'm saying that there can be some cruelty that can happen in that relationship, So now I'm thinking to myself, is she well taken care of? Should anything happen in that essence? Now, recently people were actually coming for her, Tamia, saying that how could she, is she really in love with Andile? Because now she disclosed that when they were still shadowing each other and stuff like that, she didn't love or she didn't like Andile Mpisane. I mean, someone that you marry, I believe that it's someone that you really have to have a spark on the instant. You don't have to have a build up in liking this person. Yes, surely it can work even if you didn't love this person in the first place or whatever. But what I'm saying is that I believe that there has to be a spark in the first place. When you see this person, you're like, oh no, this one, yes, it is the one. Now she's saying that she didn't really think that things will be where they are right now. It's like she didn't love Andile when she first saw him. It happened over the time that the love was being built up and stuff like that. I'm like, oh my God, how did that one happen? Was it a wise thing to say to public or in public? I don't think so. Other things are just better when you keep them to yourself, because now this whole thing that she said is just going to catch up with her some other time. Because obviously, should anything happen in this relationship, obviously she will say that Kakademna, I never really loved him. It just happened that I really had to get married to him, or because I was pregnant or whatever. This whole thing is like those people, when a person says, I didn't really want to stay married for 15 years or 20 years, but I had to. And you're thinking to yourself, but you're an adult. What is had to? Has to do with this whole thing, because you are an adult. You have to decide for your fate. You have to decide what you want, what you don't want. So now when a person says that I didn't want to, but I did it anyway, what does that really mean? So it means that she didn't really love Mpisane, but she went for him anyway, and she did learn how to love him. There are many things in this relationship that I don't really feel. But yeah, we've seen her very vocal recently in the reality show, so that will have to mean she's someone that they're actually putting out there so that the public can know better and we can actually know who she is, because boom, that whole proposal thing just happened overnight. We didn't see it coming. We were slapped in the face like crazy, because now still on this side was still busy with the baby thing and stuff like that. And then boom, there comes Makoti that is pregnant, and then there's engagement, and then there's marriage at the same time. So a lot just happened. A lot has just happened in that relationship. So I'm just switching for them, because this is a young love anyway. So when you see a young love, you're like, oh, may it work, because now you don't want anybody to be draining their lives and wasting them away like that. Be known that you got married to someone and having children and stuff like that. Meanwhile, you know that this is something that just doesn't serve you. I believe that she has to really stick around if she knows that this marriage is actually saving her. Because now when we come back to Stella, you still remember when she said, when we saw the cars being flown to have flowers and stuff like that, it was actually the way for Andile Mpisane to say, I'm sorry. I'm just hoping that behind those closed doors, there's no I'm sorry that is really happening. This is a pure love or a pure signature that says you're my wife. Valentine's is coming, so I'm just gonna better you with this G Wagon and you just gonna enjoy it. Okay, we'll see you next time. Bye.